Greetings and salutations, my dear audience. This is Joe St. Egg Benedictus coming at you with a video of me busting open this card pack. It's Official Trading Cards Series 2 from 1991, 25th Anniversary Star Trek. It has both the original series and Next Generation, which is my favorite. It's factory sealed, ready to go. And if you're not into Star Trek, you may just want to skip the video altogether. Otherwise, let's chat and talk Star Trek. This is going to be my Star Trek episode. I want to give a shout out to my pal Mike, to all the visionaries and mystics out there. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited to jump into this. Bought this at a comic book shop that had a lot of old stuff, old crap. And I've been a Star Trek fan for a very long time. Probably, I mean, my father used to watch it when I was in like elementary school. And got back into it around 2004. I was a full-time dad, taking care of my daughter, and we used to watch Star Trek 2 episodes every day. It was on UPN or something like that, and just really got into it. I bought like books and gizmos and gadgets and all the movies, and just really got into it, and I just really liked it, and kind of came a bit of a Trekkie. I really particularly love Star Trek Next Generation. That's my favorite, and my least favorite is Deep Space Nine, which I think is so boring. Looks like there are not many cards per pack, so let's just go through these. Spock. So these are pretty cool cards. I looked online, and they're not really valuable or anything, but they have value to me, right? Isn't that what every collector says? So corny. Anyway. Credit card, TV credit number 1. Nice Enterprise there. If you like a favorite character or a favorite ship, go ahead and comment below. I'm not much of a fan of the original series. For one, I tried watching a few of them, and obviously they're dated. You know, there's a lot of cultural things tied to him, and Spock is awesome. But the Next Generation is really where I found my groove. And the reason being is because I really like the integration of science and technology and outer space. Love outer space. You know, I don't think I'll ever get a chance to go out of space, ever. So watching it through the eyes of others is fun. I just like the storyline. I think good plots and fun stories, good characters. It's Picard and Guinan. Guinan, right? Guinan. Whoopi Goldberg. Alright, Picard and Troy. Armus, a very infamous episode, first season, where Tasha Yar gets the boot. She gets killed off the first season after making some moves on Data and one of the early episodes. Here's Picard and Worf when Worf had to go back to his hometown to fill in, I think, for his father or to like honor his family's name, or his family was getting like convicted of something, and Picard came to represent him as a lawyer or something like that. Geordi LaForge. You know, I think Geordi LaForge, LeVar Burton is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. My wife's out here, so Reading Rainbow. So I have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure he's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award, which, you know, he's very deserving. He's very funny, too. Of course, the beautiful, what's her name? Dr. Crusher, but she's I forgot the actress's name, but, you know, she did all the choreography on Labyrinth. So she was a choreographer as well as an actress. Can't think of her name right now. It'll come to me. Alright, let's see here. Borg, another favorite. Q-Who. Q-Who. Can't remember that one. Which particular. Wheaton! Picard of Borg. No, it's Borg. Always a good one when Picard becomes the Borg's liaison to the Federation, and always some good material out of that. Best of Both Worlds Part 1, and of course he has nightmares and dreams related to Q back in the Star Trek movie. Star Trek, can't think of the name. I'm a terrible fan. I should have done all my research. Sins of the Father, that's the one where Worf was convicted of something. All right. Let's see here. Ferengi and the Chrysilians frights the Barzan discovered wormhole. Counselor Troy falls in love with a handsome Chrysilian delegate. Anyway, the Ferengi. Best episode. One of the best episodes is when the Ferengi kidnaps Troy's mother. One of the best episodes because Picard quotes a lot of Shakespeare in that one. All right, so that's another one. If we keep going through these like this video is going to take forever. And I have a lot of packs here. Oh, nice, shiny. Look, a hologram. I got a hologram. Ooh, it's so nice. I actually have this card already. No. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the USS Enterprise D. One of my favorite ships of the line, next to the E and the USS Voyager, my other favorite ship. I'm sure if you watch my videos long enough, you'll see a Voyager model on my desk, but I have this one already, but I'll take another one. Thank you very much. So that's my special. Dr. Leah Brahms. Let's see. Beautiful and brilliant. Warp technology. Galaxy class. US. So this is probably a few late episode, maybe in season 7th, when they were trying to figure out how to make warp drive not so ecologically unsafe. Picard and Data, of course, two beloved characters in the universe. Picard and Wheaton! Oh, there's Tasha Yar's, Tasha Yar. Counselor Troy's mother, who also, fun fact, did the voice of the computer on the Enterprise. So she had a double role. So, you know, when she says, computer, can you find me so-and-so or tell me this? She was basically talking to herself. This dude was her handler, and I think played, is it Lurch in the Addams Family, honey? Tall guy, Lurch? Lurch, yeah, Lurch in the Addams Family movie with, the new Addams Family movie at that time. It was new at that time. All right, so here's the cast, of course, with the old, I forgot the doctor's name, but Crusher took some time off from the show, and this lady, I can't remember her name. Let me see if it's in here. Doctor, nobody liked her anyway, wanted her off the show person. All right, brothers, this is, let's see. I think that's Dr. Soong, yeah. So, Data meets his maker, Dr. Soong. All right. Let's continue here. Tin Man. Not sure what that episode was about. Have to read it later. The Hunted. Some of these episodes are so, I mean, what is there, 7 seasons. I've watched them multiple times. Evolution. So I'll just have to look later. The main bridge, command area. You have your crew there, and probably somebody's going to get killed off eventually in the episode. This is just a great picture of Picard and Data. Two friends, and of course in Nemesis, Data gets it and ends their friendship tragically. Which was one of my favorite movies, Star Trek Nemesis. Not a lot of people liked it. I loved it. And everyone likes First Contact because of the Borg, which is good, but I mean, you know, it's like one long episode, those early movies, but Nemesis I thought was really good. Just me. DeForest Kelley, who, by the way, I believe is from Georgia. I think DeForest Kelley is from, like, Washington, Georgia. Possibly. I have to look that up. But an old actor, DeForest Kelley. All right. I'm a doctor. Not a, I don't know, fill in the blank. Vulcarin Lyrit. Spock. Playing some music. Credit cards. This is the original series. Okay, I see. I'm not even looking. I'm not even paying attention. There's the original series cards, and then the Next Generation cards. All right. Return to Tomorrow. A nice insignia there. Transporter room, lovely 70s or 60s fare. The Cloud Minders, don't know. Can't really speak to these because, again, I'm not a original series guy. So why don't I just focus on the next gen and I'll look through the others later, since I know more. All right. Picard and Q. One of the best characters in the Star Trek universe is, of course, Q. They meet in the first episode, Contact at Farpoint, I believe it's called, or Contact at Farpoint, where Q kind of takes hold of the ship, and this is actually from that episode. Let me see here. Q being godlike powers, doesn't give the episode name, but Q turns out to be a trickster, which I think is interesting. It reminds me of the trickster god in mythology, and just is always a foil to Picard, kind of like his yin to Picard's yang, and just love the character. Kalar must be in a half human, half Klingon. Kalar, like Lieutenant Worf, has chosen allegiance to the Starfleet Federation. Must be in a later episode. Here's the two beautiful women of prime time at one point, Dr. Crusher and Counselor Troy. My dad had a crush on Dr. Troy. Dr. Crusher, played by the lovely Gates McFadden. Not an easy name to remember. Kate Pulaski, Dr. Kate Pulaski. That's her name. I think she was only on for like one season. Shared a common trait with Dr. Crusher. She showed absolutely no hesitation in asserting her medical authority. And like I said, not the most popular character. All right, so now this is an interesting one. This is peak performance. I can't remember this actor's name, but he does the voice of Winnie the Pooh. So he, Starfleet Battle Simulation pits Picard against Riker's team on the Hathaway. Let's see. The strategist Kal Rami is a game of Stratagema, but that's what I know about this actor. I remember he does the voice of Winnie the Pooh. So here's the battle section of the Enterprise D. They two sections split up every now and then. And I thought it's pretty cool. Cool thing. The only remember me is the when Counselor Troy tells what's his name, Tom. What's the dude's name? Tom. Anyway, Nemesis. Troy tells the bad guy, "Remember me," before she destroys the ship. Anyway, the Viceroy. The most toys. Deja Q. Oh, here's a fun one. Riker dressed up as a Romulan. Camouflages. Let's see. All right. The Samaritan Snare. I think these guys were a bunch of idiots. That was like their character. Lethargic humanoids. Turns out to be a simplistic trap. Yeah, the Packlids. All right, beautiful couple here, Riker and Troy. Okay, on and off. He and his Imzadi, his beloved. All right, let's go to the next one, shall we? It's funny, when I'm on camera, I can't think of anything. I forget everything. I'm like a total moron when it comes to this stuff. All right, not good under pressure is what it is. Riker and Geordi. Gene Roddenberry and the crew. The late Gene Roddenberry, of course, mastermind behind the Star Trek universe. Picard and Crusher had something going on later in the show. Always had that romantic tension between them, and they finally got together. If you read the post Star Trek Nemesis novels, they, are married and so on and so forth. And again, another lovely couple, Riker and Troy. All right. There was one point at which Troy had a thing with Worf, but that was very short-lived. Compared to the wonderful Jonathan Frakes. Okay, let's see here. Another, seen that already. Main bridge, command area, future M, perfect. Riker with a Romulan. Transfigurations, don't know who this guy is. Let's see. Dub John Doe, an Ak an amnesiac humanoid dubbed John Doe from an escape pod. I don't recognize that one. The Offspring. This was Data's niece or something, or daughter. Yeah. When Starfleet learns that Data has created an android daughter named Lal, Admiral Haftel boards the Uss Enterprise to monitor her progress and decides to take her from the starship and from Data for study at a research station. It was a pretty interesting episode. A lot of medical ethics in that one, and sentient life, and what kind of rights do sentient life beings have. So the Mighty Worf, played by Michael Dorn, I believe his name is. Had a long life in Comic-Con conferences and elsewhere. The Emissary. Another Q Turbo Lift with Q and Data. Love Q, man. I think I have the DVD series of the Q Collective. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see here. What else we got? The other show I really liked is Voyager. I know a lot of people don't like Voyager, but I just... Once you get past the first episode and kind of some of the corny quirks, it turns out to be a pretty good show. And I really like Voyager. I've gotten into Discovery as well. My daughter and I watched the first 2 seasons of Discovery. It's pretty good. It's a little, like I said, corny. The TV dramas are always a little corny. The dress uniform. Riker and Data. Good picture there. Data and Worf. It's a nice picture of Worf at the navigation bridge. Probably Geordi helping him to get out of the bind. Alright, let's see here. Best of Both Worlds, Part 2. With, Borg. The Allegiance. This guy. Aliens kidnap Captain Picard and replace him with an exact replica. Let's see here. The Vengeance Factor. Don't remember that one. There's a nice picture of Riker, looking off to the starry sunset, or thereabouts. Ship's computer must be in the database here with Worf. Legacy. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, Sarek. Spock's father, I believe, who was an ambassador and has a reoccurring role as he comes aboard the Enterprise many times throughout the seasons. Matter of perspective. Don't know what's going on there. Dress uniform. Okay. Let's keep going. So I got my one hit, the hologram of the Uss Enterprise D. Again, one of my favorite ships. That's why many of us watch Star Trek, is primarily for the ships. I also like the Excelsior class ship, the USS Excelsior, commanded by Sulu, Captain Sulu. Vash. Picard is visiting the romantic getaway world of I can't think of the name, where love abounds, and meets Vash, a fellow archaeologist. If all is fair in love and war, there is a certain ironic justice that Captain Picard, a distinguished commander, should fall in love with a mercenary archaeologist thief, as they are on the... Risa, that's it. On the planet Risa, which is known for its licentiousness and wanton fun. Alright, Picard and Sarek. Picard and Riker, that's a nice picture of the bridge, I think. Dr. Leo Brahms. Another picture of Picard on Risa, dressed very informally there while on vacation. Man never has a vacation, by the way. You should remember that. Okay, and Data. Holo Pursuits must be on the holo bridge, the holodeck. Higher ground. Wheaton! Alright, some of these are getting repetitive. Poor Picard couldn't even fall in love with a fellow archaeologist. Now, if y'all know what that's in reference to, that Wheaton, you can just comment below. It's a quiz question. And if you see any cards you want, I'll mail them to you if you're in the U.S. I don't mind mailing things out. I have pencils and stuff. Main bridge aft stations, where Riker and Data often found themselves at the science and engineering station. The Borg, just a random Borg, I guess. Borg. Data playing poker. It's a good episode where in the holodeck, Data plays poker with Stephen Hawking, who plays himself in real life, and who else? There's Einstein, you know, and stuff like that. But Stephen Hawking appeared as himself several times on the holodeck, as he was a big fan of the show, as most people were back then. The bonding. Who is this dude with? Can't remember. Let's see here. Captain Picard must break the news to her 12-year-old son, Jeremy. Yeah, it was an alright episode. I remember it was, you know, I think Will Wheaton, helped on that particular episode with that boy and the grief and all that. Up the long ladder. Data's Day. Don't know what that's all about. Suddenly Human. Captain's Holiday. There's a smooch with Picard and Vash. Let's see here. Holiday with Vash. Defector. Always interesting stories with the Romulans. I always like the inter-Romulan thing. And then they try to spice up Deep Space Nine with the Romulan Wars. I forgot what they were called, the Wars, and still produce some boring episodes, but... The Ensigns of Command. Love that picture. That's a good picture. Beautiful picture on the bridge. Those natural woods and contemporary look of the late 80s, early 90s. Just wonderful set for its time. The Borg. That's a good picture. I like that. All right. Let's see here. Another picture of Gene Roddenberry and the crew. Lovers in the night. Lovers late in life. Lovers on vacation. Lovers quarrel. Lovers unequally yoked. Not lovers, but anyway. All right. So we've seen a lot of these already. Brent Spiner always can be counted on. If you ever watch the anthology show called Tales from the Dark Side, there's an episode where Brent Spiner makes an appearance as a town minister, and he's really funny. He brings some comedic lightness to an otherwise horror franchise anthology. It only ran for one season, Tales of the Dark Side, but worth watching if you ever can get a hold of the DVD or if you can stream it. Tales from the Dark Side. Wonderful show, I think by possibly by Wes Craven or one of those guys. All right, Wheaton. Oh. Kind of repetitive here. I'm going to go through these and kind of pick out the doubles. Ferengi. Don't rub their ears. All right. Come on, no winners. Wheaton. Bunch of packs here. Oh, 23 minutes. Like I said, I plan to make a long video, just nice and conversational. Especially if you're a Star Trek fan. Again, comment below. Tell me what your favorite shows are. Favorite characters, if you have any. Do you drink Earl Grey tea, as I do, because you're such a fanboy? All right, again, got this. There's something about a Klingon woman that just, I don't know. It's just something about that forehead. You ever watch the first Star Trek Generations movie? Star Trek Generations, which is the first movie with Star Trek New Generation cast, where they go up against these two really amazing looking Klingon sisters. Anyway, that's fun. You know, it'd be nice to get the non-battle section, but I guess that's too much to ask for here. All right. cards. I'll tell you what, I'll put several of these original Star Trek packs aside. I'm not a big Star Trek original TV series fan, so I'll put like 4 aside. If you all want some, let me know and I'll just mail them out to you. I'll save like 4 or 5, and if you want some, let me know. And if you want some New Generation cards, let me know. I'll just mail them to you. I like care packages, as long as you're in the U.S. Alright, again, some of these are repetitive. Alright. Come on, people. Pulaski. Dr. Pulaski. Get out of here. Alright.